This short video will provide you with a recap of the important things to note within this chapter regarding faith, spirituality, religious diversity, and religious discrimination. You may sometimes hear people describe themselves by saying, "I'm not religious, but I am spiritual." So let us begin by defining and distinguishing between the concepts of religion, faith, and spirituality. Religion is a structured belief system often involving a higher power, communal worship, sacred texts, rituals, and moral codes. People may identify themselves by the religion they belong to, such as Catholic, Jewish, Buddhist, or Muslim. Faith is a personal conviction or trust in a set of beliefs which may or may not exist within the context of a structured religion. For example, I may say I have faith in God, even though I have never seen God. Spirituality is a personal experience focused on individual growth and existential questions. It can exist within the framework of a structured religion or independently. You may recognize these questions. What happens after I die? Is there life after death? Globally, there are over 4,000 religions, each possessing its own distinct belief systems and practices. Religion can provide identity and community support, but it's seldom the only cause of global conflicts. These conflicts often involve nationalism, ethnicity, colonialism, imperialism, and political power. Ecumenism and interfaith dialogue are practices used by different religious groups to promote cooperation and understanding among different faiths. Faith-based organizations actively participate in social justice and humanitarian efforts through advocacy and direct services to vulnerable populations. Current trends in religious affiliations in Canada include a revitalization of Indigenous spiritualities, rapid growth in secularization, and the number of people with no religious affiliation, and a decline in Christian adherence and an increase in non-Christian adherence. Individuals in Canada are legally protected from religious discrimination through the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, the Canadian Human Rights Act, and human rights legislation present in every province and territory. Employers and service providers are legally obligated to make reasonable accommodations for people's religious practices, unless doing so would cause undue hardship. This can include respecting holidays, dietary restrictions, and dress codes related to religious attire. Of concern is the fact that the rate of religiously motivated hate crimes in Canada is increasing, with Jewish and Muslim communities being the most affected groups. In 2023, the number of anti-Semitic hate crimes reported to police exceeded the number of anti-Black incidents. Thank you for joining in this journey to listen, read, watch, and learn about all things sacred and important issues surrounding interfaith dialogue, inclusion, and peace.